Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and welcome to the stream after a month. This is what I watched last month, January edition. How are you guys? Let me know how's the audio, how's the video, the general stuff. And we'll begin, what I watched last month. Didn't review many things personally. As I don't know if you saw it, but there were not many videos that came out. But yeah, we'll talk about all the things I saw. But let me know what you all watched last month. I'm sure most people saw Pathaan, which we'll talk about later in the stream. But yeah, little different setup, little new setup. Uh, I'm getting some food here, but I'm very full right now. No, not one piece. Okay, so this is what, guys. First thing we'll do is live food testing. What is this? अरे यार कुछ sweet French toast. It's bread with egg and on a honey syrup, caramel sauce. Not too sweet. Right. I like that. Okay, not a start I was expecting. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Very few people joining. Let me call the gang. But yeah, let me know how's the audio, how's the video. First of all, I don't know if you can even hear me or not. All right. So I was on a break, didn't review many stuff. I don't know if my chat is not working or is a browser issue. But I saw some stuff, not many stuff. I was also in Hyderabad. I think most of you saw that, not most, but some people definitely saw that video. Hey David S, hello, how are you? What did you watch? Let me know. And we'll begin talking about what I watched soon. January was, I think we didn't have much releases also. In Hindi, I think we had Kutte. LSR, welcome. I'm good. How are you? Then we had the Pongal releases, which were, hi Gopal Krishnan. Hey, yeah, finally people are here. Hi, how are you guys doing? So I didn't watch both the Pongal releases. There were three, I think, one in Telugu also. Watched Vad movie and Trial by Fire series on Netflix. Love documentary Elephant. Yeah, I want to watch Elephant. I don't know why I'm not getting to it. Trial by Fire also I want to watch. Hopefully in Feb I'll get to all of these. Ayali web series Tamil. Let me know how's that. I didn't hear much about it online. But yeah, let me know. But I think the most talk point was Pathaan throughout the month. But other than that, Trial by Fire also, a lot of people were raving about it. I still haven't checked it out. Also the HBO series The Last of Us, want to catch up on that too. But as you can see in the thumbnail, there are something, and in the description also you can check out. Where were you all these weeks? Yeah, so I think last live session I did say at the end that I will be going on a break. But I knew I would definitely do this live streams every month. When I return, when I start making videos again at the same pace, let's see. Watch Jojo George errata today. Actually, it's way more haunting than that. Yeah, I saw some people talking about that on social media. Review Elephant Whispers. I'll definitely check it out. My plan is to, before Oscars, check out at least the top 10 nominated films and Elephant Whispers, as well as All That Breathes, at least the Indian submissions. Man, it's a really good time for India at Oscars, man. We may end up with 3, that'll be amazing. But 2, I'm sure 2 we are totally getting. But yeah, let's begin. 5, All right, it's been a while since I was back. But how do you guys? How's the that I this edition is new? This thing you are seeing today only I put it up, but different setup. Changed the room a bit. Yeah, we'll be experimenting how the videos will look and everything. Yeah, let me know. But first, why didn't you watch Mukundan Unni? I will watch it. I will do a watch along of it, live watch along, sooner than later. You can expect it in the next week. Because I am also working on guys Fair Film Awards. If you're not sure, not don't know about that, I put out it. People voted for it, so some exciting stuff with that also happening. So probably next weekend that will be happening. But yeah, Mukundan Unni I will be checking out. We'll do a live watch along of it on the other channel, and then I'll review it also. So no worries there. And also LGP's movie whenever it comes on OTT. It was actually near me, but no subtitles. So I don't know why was that, but that's what Inox told me. So I have to listen to them. All right. I recommend Buddha Pitai Dhanush film long ago. Any idea? I'm sure you have recommended, but it's just he cannot watch everything, man. It's too hard. But I'll try. That's one of my, you can say, New Year resolution, whatever, to watch a lot more stuff. You cannot see right now, but there's like a chart. I have my whole. That's one of the reason I took a break. I have the whole like timetable I want to follow. Be more disciplined. Watch something every day, but till now I haven't accomplished that very well. But yeah, that's a start. But yeah, let's begin. The first thing was the last film show. Really liked it. By the end, I really got tears in my eyes. Now, I have not seen Cinema Peridaso. People who say that it's a remake or whatever, like copy of it, but really liked it. I only felt, at some moments, it feels, there's no character arc in a sense. I would say it's like things are happening, and the characters are very, what do you say? The characters are acting way above their age, very mature, you can say. Even the parents, like the way the story follows, it's a dream like film. And even at the end, like, as if you love cinema, the way the film ends, it just really really hits hard, with the the film being used to make bangles, and the whole sequence was so well done. I definitely felt at some moments maybe they showed little too much, that the kid is making projectors and everything, and like we don't know how much knowledge does he has, and like there needs to be a limit, like not knowing anything and you're still making something out of it, out of scrap. Not that, like, maybe you can do it. I don't know how that really functions, but at some moments it feels like you're just stretching it too much. But yeah, at the end, the message works. It's about the love for cinema, how that can change your life. So yeah, it's a fun, not, I would not say fun, it's definitely slow. I did feel the length. I feel like I don't know where the story is going, but overall it's a really good film. I think no wonder they chose this, because I think the Fablesman, I've not seen it yet, was chosen at the Oscars. So maybe that's why they were like, this Oscar people really like this kind of film, so let's send this. Not triple R, but did you see the announcement teaser? I'll see after this. A Romanchan movie which released today is fun with starring. Yeah, I've seen the trailer. I'm looking forward to that film. The food shown in this movie was fantastic. Food shown in this movie. Oh, the tiffin by the mother. Yeah, got it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, you can check it out on the Netflix. It's available there. But moving on, I saw Phone Booth finally. It was on Amazon. Alvin, so are you going to be active from now? Probably. Like that would be an answer. But yeah, Phone Booth. I don't know. It's like I had very confusing thoughts, because Nice idea. They were trying to be the comedy doesn't really work mostly, but I love the meta-ness of the film, the references, or like I always love these things when it's done well in a film, and especially the first half is just a drag, whereas the second half is much better and more fun and entertaining. But yeah, it's a misstep because you know what happens. You either take an extraordinary world with ordinary characters, or you take a ordinary world, you know, with extraordinary characters. Here you took a, you know, first of all supernatural kind of world which is extraordinary, and even our, you know, characters are, they're not ordinary. Ordinary as in sense like they're stupid, you know, you have this is slapstick comedy going on, but you want them to be like they don't believe it in this either, or you know, like normal people, and then they are exposed to this, you know, unnormal world, whereas these people are already into this ghost stuff, you know, they are totally nerds and everything, like they are someone who belong to this world, so there's no tension, there's no conflict there at all. And there's some, yeah, all the jokes, the way they were acting, it didn't land for me at all. Maybe it takes time. By the end it was much better. Even Katrina was fine. The story was dragging. There was, I've not said logic, but there was no motivations enough to believe what's really happening, you know. So like the fun was really good, like the jokes they were trying in the writing were really good, but the way they were doing with their performances, very exaggerated, that really didn't work well for me. I feel they had potential, and if they had pulled it off in a much, you know, simpler manner, not going too out there with the performances, either that or with the world, I like some of the jokes, some of the side characters, so hilarious, so funny. You know, one, there's a joke about Katrina drinking the slice and eating the mango, you know, which she does add for slice, right? So all those things really like I really enjoy, like some moments I laughed out loud, but throughout the film it was just a drag, so that was not good. All right, let me know if you saw this film. They had potential, definitely. I think they left a tease also for a sequel, but let's see. Okay, moving on. The Menu. Again, it's on Hotstar if you haven't seen it. This movie was weird. Again, it's about food. It's about class difference. It's a psychological horror thriller, you can say that. I definitely didn't feel the tension in the initial, you know, timing. In the initial first 30-40 minutes I definitely felt something, but the moment you understand what's really happening, you get an idea of it, then it just, yeah, I know where this is going. You know, it's not like I'm by the end I don't know what's gonna happen. By that time I just got it. And the main character, spoilers, Anna Taylor Joy, you know, the way she makes her escape, and you know, all the commentary that's going on through the film, it's very interesting. But again, you know, it's not path breaking, you know. I think maybe somewhat what Parasite did when it came out, it was not that path breaking. uh, but interesting idea, interesting concept. There are clues there, like what's happening, why it's happening, kind of things. But yeah, it was a one-off thing, not outstanding, amazing, blown away, nothing like that. But yeah, interesting concept. Phone Booth was more of a mixed bag. Some jokes worked, some never worked. Interesting concepts ended up in a usual hero villain conflict. Yep. Like yeah, like they were trying to, there was some like commentary there also, like some punchlines there, which, you know, like satire you can call them. But other than that, yeah, it was nothing much. Like there was potential, but nothing. Yeah. Okay, moving on to Shark Tank India. I don't know if you can see this well. Yep. I just finished one episode now. I'm on a backlog. Like I'm every episode I'm one episode behind. But see, this is a great show for India. I actually thought, you know, will I never thought, as I've said that before, I made a video last year. I never thought this show will be made for India, because it's just like, what if you create a product and come in and people will copy it in the Indian market? That's how it works, right? It's not very organized, but it worked wonders. It just motivates you. You know, just seeing what's happening in India, it just shows you like the real picture. so many people from smaller towns creating like business of crores every month. That's just wonderful to see. And I hope people watching this show get more inspired, and they also take up this entrepreneurial journey, create something, solve a problem in a society. So that's really really good. But this season has been a letdown in terms of their rating. Without, I think, Ashneer. So what happens is, so first of all, they have taken the Indian Idol route. Every shark which comes with the emotional story will go to their, they have shot a AV for them in their location, and it's so obvious it's acting. They have posing for the, camera. It just, just takes down the show for me. I'm not a fan of that. And then, you need someone like Ashneer Grover, someone who's just about the money, about the business, straight hard facts. You need someone like that, because most of the times, most of the sharks are like very polite. Sometimes it's not, it's a bluff. It's like, yeah, you need to scold, you need to say it loud, call it out, but they are not. They are being, nice to them. So sometimes in that masala kind of things you need, but and sometimes some of the fights between the sharks and this, and it feels very manufactured. Some people have complained it feels scripted, but I would say I'll not say scripted, because at the end of the day it's their money, right? So they'll not just because of script give money to anyone. And a lot of deals don't go through at the end, because they do the checking, like whatever the entrepreneur said, did they really did that money and the business, they check all the paperwork and everything, and then the deal really happens. So many deals don't really happen, even in US also. Outside, when they finally do the paperwork, many deals don't happen. So same here. So I don't know how many deals will happen, because some of the deals what they do are not really that genuine. So I think they have really gone down from season 1. Hopefully the ratings are good and they continue. It's a really good show for India, but we need maybe more sharks or someone back. I don't think I've seen all these interviews, even not coming back, but yeah. All right, the menu felt like a Jordan Peele movie. I feel Jordan Peele, he makes more dense movies. Like there's way more depth in his films. There's a lot going on in the subtext of the narrative, whereas I didn't find that in the menu, because it feels like one-off kind of thing. Whereas his films like just take, come on, Get Out. Like it's just layers and layers and layers, that the film you thinking like, oh, it's a racist world and people are racist around him, but the whole flip idea is that these people who are kidnapping black people and exchanging the consciousness and all, like they're actually not racist. They want the black body, they want the black features and all of that. So it's actually the opposite in a sense. But then there's the irony that they feel like these people are so disposable, no one will care and will take their like. So then there's a lot going on in his films, whereas I didn't find that in the menu. React to Chaver motion teaser directed by, okay, never heard of it, but okay. Hey Ando guys, here in Shark Tank US I have heard that actual pitch is last, yeah, same here. If you see the interviews, they say that every pitch is actually 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours sometimes, but they have to edit it to 15 minutes. And it's basically, all the details about the business and everything, which are not really necessary to show on TV. The menu before ending, it was solid entertainment. Yep. Some entrepreneurs are just in for the expo. Yeah. Not the deals. Yeah, you can tell. Sometimes the money they are asking for the equity, you can tell they are not interested at all. Sometimes just for 1 or 0.5%, they're just negotiating too much, where it's like, of course it's their company, they will negotiate, but you just feel outside thinking logically that you're getting so much out of this deal that it's okay to give 0.5, 0.2% away. But sometimes you get it. Yeah, they're just here for the marketing. The menu or Glass Onion, which did you like more? I know a lot of people hated Glass Onion, but actually like the whole, I love the way it's literally like a onion, you're peeling one layer by layer, and the way it plays with your mind, I really like it. And the whole idea, that at the end, sometimes, it's so dumb, the plan is so dumb that you just don't see it. It's not that someone has been really, really genius and mastermind behind a murder or something. At the end, it's just, being dumb and you just don't see it because you feel it's common sense. So I like that idea. Definitely, it was more enjoyable, I would say, than the menu. But the yeah, both were. I would rate them equally if you would ask. All right, that was Shark Tank India season 2. But moving on to the the main course of January, the main highlight, Pathaan, which has done, I think, right now 7 crores globally. No, globally, the film is killing it. I didn't expect it at all. Honestly, I didn't. I think no one expected. Even the actors, they did the thing. But yeah, I did share my initial thoughts after coming out of the theater. Did watch it twice. Once first day first show, and then with my family. And I would say I did hold up. Second time, I actually enjoyed the film more because I knew what's gonna happen. Some of the action scenes, some logic is not there at all. But just watching it and experiencing it, knowing all that, maybe I'm more acceptable of it. But this film is interesting. I did think of making a video, but I didn't know that's gonna happen. I did make a video on the success of it. But what I thought was, there's a lot of context behind this film, that the time the film has come out in, what was happening around the film. That is a big attribution to why the film is doing so well. Definitely, it's gives you entertaining. It gives you some thrills. It's a hero movie. It's enjoyable. You have a good time if you're a fan of the actor or the actors, and the performances are really solid. The characters are really well written. So you definitely enjoy. Maybe if you're not into this kind of films, you may not enjoy. But yeah, the outside context of the film has definitely pushed it way ahead. Like, of course, it's not an amazing film, or it's a great film or the best film of the year. No, it's not even close. But it's just the love and all the negativity, to fight that, we are pushing way forward with it. And I don't mind that. If it was just a horrible bad film, I may have minded it, but it's not that bad. It's a solid film. So I don't mind if people want to push it more ahead, that, oh, what a amazing, I loved it, and this and that. Overall, as I said, some sequences, VFX is bad, editing is not good. First time when I watched the Dubai sequences, oh my god, the chase and then the action that followed, not a fan. So, but yeah, the hand-to-hand combat action was really good. A lot of places VFX is like the scene where, spoilers alert if you haven't seen the movie, there's a scene where they are going to rob, Shah Rukh and Deepika have to go and rob this place, right? They steal that thing from that place. Makes no sense throughout, and the whole idea is that Pathaan is the only one who can infiltrate and get that thing, so we need him. And when you see the actual plan unfold, it's like so stupid. Like, why do you need Pathaan? Anyone could have pulled this off. So there's not much time put in to plan this really well. And even that whole segment is done in a very comical way, which I was not a big fan of. That's why I like Mission Impossible films, right? Each mission, I've noticed this. Each mission feels impossible, the way they set it up, and then the way it pays off, and you're like, it's impossible, but then it becomes possible by Tom Cruise or Ethan Hunt, whatever. So they put so much effort into building up that action sequence. The same goes with RRR. There's so much detailing, setup, payoff, everything in building of those action sequences. Whereas here, some action sequence, there was no build up, there was no logic. Why is this scene? Suddenly they are in the sky with the plane, they come in, they get into the building, and suddenly they are in this room. What happened in between? There's no plan. So certain things, you can really pinpoint and break it down. But yeah, that's not the point of the film, right? That's the thing. I definitely feel War in that terms was much better polished. There's a lot going on with that film. It was much better paced, editing. There was more logic at moments. Of course, there'll be some places throughout the log is logicless. Most, even James Bond, man, I've seen those films make no sense. I would even say I find these films better than the James Bond films, except the last one, No Time to Die. But before one, some of them, no logic, anything is happening, even Hollywood level. So I definitely feel Mission Impossible are much better. And then I think these films, the YRF films, do follow the Fast and Furious kind of logic in some moments. And definitely they don't have that kind of budget to, make look things really, really good that you feel believable. and that's why some scenes just don't look good at all. So even like like Fast and Furious also, they don't look at the physics. It's out of the question. So they went to space, man, in the last movie, so in a car. But yeah, I like John Abraham's villain. I felt the ending would have been better for his character, but just to give it to Shah Rukh's Pathaan, the role big hero moment, they just made him dumb, which I was not a big fan of. But otherwise, looking forward to the YRF universe. It's enjoyable, it's fun, and let's see what happens in Tiger 3. Okay, why Colonel Luthra doesn't negotiate for John? He was their best buy, wasn't caught during an operation but was kidnapped. Merger that too for a merger account. Also, he had a pregnant civilian with him. Uh, See, the idea was they don't negotiate with terrorists. You know, maybe we'll get a backstory that they did send Ritik to go get John back, but he was too late for that. The wife had already died. Something we don't know how John got out of that situation, right? But yeah, that general idea is it's like one tone thing. Yeah, they didn't give money. We don't negotiate, and that's what happens with spies. Like YRF spy universe is more not that realistic in that sense. But if you see like a special Chabbis, not special Chabbis, sorry, baby, like there's a whole moment where in front of the spy, their head is talking to a government official, and in front of him is saying if they are caught, we don't know them. That's their life, spies. If they are caught, it's not our people, we don't know them, they disown them. That's a normal thing that happens. So it's like maybe that's the same thing happened, that we'll not give them money and all for terrorists and all. I don't think too much, man. Like in that sense, you'll go to see there's so many logical loopholes. First of all, how did Somalian pirates found an agent and his family and they kidnapped them? Somalian pirates are not like worldwide. They have a network and everything is in there. They are called Somalian pirates because they are in Somalian area. They don't have those kind of networks and their links and connections that they could pull this off. That only make no sense. So don't put so much thought. Saw Pathaan in Hindi with little knowledge of Hindi with subtitles. Felt like many Hindi movies, nostalgia disconnected when SRK always does Deepika. Yeah, that was little like second time when I was watching, I get it. Maybe because he feels he doesn't want to kill innocent people. That's why she's doing it, and maybe that's why he believed her. But yeah, again, writing, they could have improved there, something like that. Maybe there was a plan for Shah Rukh, if she does that again or someone, she will get caught or something like that. I've seen GOI going pounds to help its people. Government of India, okay. Felt really insulting for country. Also not an iota of sadness on Luther's face on losing John. At least they could have shown another terrorist for exchange. These are fictional films. Don't compare it to what a country or what a government will do. Like if you see US movies, they actually show US in bad light sometimes. Like US is a capitalistic, so don't have so much emotional connect that whatever the film is representing, it's representing the whole country, and it has to be what it's not a delegation thing we are sending to different countries. See, this is what a country is. This is a fictional film. You need to have these things to make a film, right? Like then half the social issue films made in India should not be made, right? They're showing India in a bad light. Like that's not how you look at films, yeah. And like if you go into truth, what if some things like this happen? As I said, there are moments where whenever it's about the spies, they are disowned. That's the whole point of their thing, that if they are caught, the country doesn't know them, and that's same with every country's spy unit. That's what their main job is. So like if you start picking these things, then no film can be made like this. That's not a good thing to just everything has to be right and India should only be, it's a good thing, no bad things happens here and all of that. That's not how you make. I actually not a fan of the ending. I actually wanted the ending to be like Civil War, where actually the whole thing is the bomb is never there, and like the public gets to know that the agency is willing to blast off a plane full of people and innocent people, Indian civilians, just to save all of them. It's like a gray area thing, right? Like you are choosing to save millions, you're killing few people. That's the thing, right? And I wish they had gone that area, that there was no bomb, and just to prove his point, that what the agency do, just to let people know what really happens behind the scenes. That's what his plan was. I wish that was where the film had gone, but nah, maybe it's too much. Again, as you said, right, you just got like angry on how they could show that. What if they had showed that thing, then gone, right? Boycott, really. Do you think a better promotion make collection even better for Pathaan? No, I think people are praising it, right? That they didn't promote it too much, unnecessary stuff. See, I don't think they needed promotion. Every news channel, it was, showing Pathaan. Everywhere, people were just talking about this film. They didn't need anything. And honestly, I definitely feel, nowadays there are so many channels, interviewers, this and that, that for one film, there are 50 interviews out there. It's redundant at this point. And I think, but Shah Rukh has shown that not giving any interviews, unnecessary things. Now, after the film, did a press conference, and even that the media couldn't ask any question. And then I think the director has done a few, or the writers have done few interviews. That's it. After the film has come out and it's become a big hit. So I think this will be the way forward. You need to lower the accessibility to the star and everything, and most of the times we know most of the stuff through the interviews only. Like Triple R definitely did a massive thing, but that film was massive, and they wanted to go out to different area in India and abroad also. So for that, it makes sense to promote in that sense. But I think the Pathaan was already so popular before releasing that they didn't even need that, and that's a good thing actually. All right, so that was Pathaan. Still minting a lot of money. Let's see where does it stop. It has, I think, one more week now, because Shehzada is shifted and then Ant-Man is coming out. So I think till then, even now, it has like 10-12 shows within a theater near me. What do you think about the poor GGI? Or I mean, I think you spent CGI of the movie. Do you think because it was the paycheck of the actor? No, yeah, it also depends. See, you cannot compare this film at all to Hollywood. A budget of such action film in Hollywood will be around 120, 150, 200 million dollars, which the film has not even earned. The film has earned around $83 million worldwide within 10 days. And it's not going to earn double of that. It's going to now go down 100, 120, that's it. So the budget, our films don't even earn the budget of of a Hollywood film. So you cannot expect them to make CGI at that level. And then you say, okay, if you don't have the money, don't make such films. Then that's not the way, right? That's how, if you make these films, you become better. You understand how it's made. You do better job at it. Definitely some moments the VFX was really good, but some moments it was just off. And it also depends on the conceptualization of the scene, like how you're thinking it. I think the Dubai chase scene, the concept wise only doesn't really work that well, and that's why it's really off. First of all, them fighting on a moving truck, that's not how they'll just stand still, right? So the whole concept doesn't really work. Whatever VFX you put in, it will not really add anything, because concept is only wrong. So those things the concept has to be better. It should be believable. It should be think in that sense. Other than that, yeah, we should not compare it with Hollywood films. I think we are, it's amazing that, India is called the country of Jugaad. We find different ways to do something, cheap and efficient ways. So I think if they could pull this off film, it's enjoyable, fun. I think that's good enough, right? Like so many moments in the action moments, I could actually notice that someone, it was body double of Shah Rukh, and Shah Rukh's face was put on his face. I could see the face move a bit like an image. If you have seen deep fakes or whatever, even the tiger in the war, Tiger Shroff and Ritik's whole chase sequence on the bike, you can notice that someone else's face is there who's riding the bike. It's the actor's face and someone else is writing. So if you are, can see these things, if you are, your I can catch these things, if you know how VFX work, you can see all these things. I even saw, even when, like, just see, okay, spoiler if you haven't seen Pathaan, Salman's action sequences, right? You can tell when it's Salman and when it's his body double, because the way he just comes in and he's walking is very lethargic. I literally, first time I saw the film, I felt like he just came directly from Big Boss. That's how he felt. And the moment he comes to action, his body is so energetic and athletic and all of that. So you can tell, oh, this is a body double now. But action scenes are good. And they have put the face really well. So for general audience, they may not even notice, but I could notice where it's real actors and when it's body doubles. So, so all this is, at the end of the day, see, the point is not to find out these flaws and, bring them down and say horrible this and that. At the end of the day, for general audiences, it should work. The story should work. The emotion should work. The story, you should understand the narrative, what's really happening. VFX is a tool to add into your narrative to make it better. It's not, a way of telling we are good movie or not good movie. Some films have so great VFX, Brahmastra. There are issues with the story. So it doesn't matter if you have that level of VFX also, if the story is not strong enough, it may not work. What do you think about the poor? Okay, opinions about Chaitra Valions if I have not seen it and haven't heard good stuff about it. Hi Nona, great to catch you live. Hi, I like movies after some time. How are you? All right, too much Pathaan now. Let's move on. Bas Kar Bassi recently saw this, actually came out in Feb, but Amazon Prime of stand-up special 1 hour 20 minutes. Really fun, great storyteller. If you love his comedy, definitely check it out. Just the way he tells the story and explains it, and he just takes you on a ride and just start imagining what was really happening. So I think that definitely the ending I was a big fan of. It just didn't end with a big bang or like a whole circle. It didn't happen like that in most stand-ups that happen. It just it just fizzled out and that it just ended, and I was really sad about that. But otherwise, if you're a fan, definitely check it out. Okay, I'm tired. I need water. Okay, moving on. So this I saw yesterday actually. So I don't know if I've said this before. So we have this Entertainment Society of Goa where they screen a movie every Thursday. Every Thursday, yeah. So this is a French movie, a very classic film of 1953. It's called, in English, it's called Wages of Fear. And it's H.G. Clouseau's, I don't know. So yeah, it's an amazing thriller. I think even Sriram Raghavan, who made Andhadhun, it's one of his favorite movies, and the film is actually wow. At the time it was made, we saw the remastered version in theater, and like the first half actually reached late. I missed the first 10 minutes, but the first half is really slow. It takes a lot of time to set up the world, and then the second half is all about these people taking two trucks. There are 4 people taking 2 trucks, and the trucks are full of explosives, and they have to give the explosives to a oil mine. And it's the whole journey of them taking the trucks, and it's just you have to go slow. The truck, they are, I think, carrying nitro or something, and if they even just move a bit or something is hit, a rock even hits it or touches it, it just blast. So you have to be so careful. And throughout the way, they are going on the mountains, and they have to do the maneuvers with the truck and save it, and all of that. Wow, just like as it says, right, the last word in the movie is one great thriller. At the end, you just you sit there waiting for the theater to explode. That's really what happens, because you are like, oh shit, what's gonna happen now? And it's made in 1953. At so many moments I felt CG, and then I'm like, oh shit, 1953, there was no CG. And some of the action sequences and the things they've pulled it off is so amazing. I'm like, how did they pull this off? The camera angles are so well put. They captures it so well. You're just immersed into it. Just outstanding. I don't know where this film is available. I don't think I would have ever watched this film out of that. I've never heard of this film before watching it. So yeah, you can check out some videos about it. Maybe you'll find the film somewhere if you want to watch it. But yeah. Maybe it's like the female character was not that good. There were some racist things also happening, but it was showing that time also, you can say. Yeah, that the thrilling part, and some of the movements, the sound design, like all of the things you see in today's thriller films, Watching this film, you understand where it all came from. Like when they made this film, they had not seen any thriller film like that, so they invented the way to show thriller, to increase suspense and all of those moments, how to cut, what should be the edit pattern, how to use sound to create the tension. So they created it, and now we see that throughout our films today. So just for that, it's amazing. All right, moving on to the next one, which is The Bear. Completed this today only. I agree with a lot of people that Pathaan was made by the Fast and Furious team, that everyone will be taking bad things about it. A lot of people that if Pathaan was made by the Fast and Furious team, that everyone will be talking about bad things about it. Okay. All right. Okay. So The Bear, it's an 8-episode series on available on Hotstar. Really liked it. Just it's like I don't want to give away much. I'm sure a lot of people would have seen it. It's basically about running in Chicago, running a small restaurant, fast food restaurant, and the main guy you see on screen, his elder brother, who the restaurant was, who was the owner of the restaurant, he took his life. I cannot say that word in YouTube; they get demonetized. And then and the show starts 4 months after that. So he was a chef in one of the best restaurant in the world in New York. So he comes back to his place. So he is now trying to run the restaurant. And there's a history behind the restaurant. He was the best friend of the brother, and he's trying to run the restaurant. All these people work there. There's the sister. So it's about dealing with the trauma of it, dealing with the loss, and even and same point trying to run the restaurant. And it's there's some funny moments also. It's very chaotic. A lot of like multiple people talking over each other. A lot of that happens, but at the end of the day, beautifully the way they blend all of these things together. There's some comedy also. The way you have to, it's about running the restaurant also. Mainly it's about running the restaurant, but through that, so many different things are achieved, and every character you are invested in. Even they don't have like some characters don't even have any relation to the brother who died, but still their story is very fascinating, they're engaging. And it's 8 episodes. I think 7th episode it's like a one take episode. And yeah, I think it's one series or limited series, so no season 2, season 3. The story actually completes by the end, and definitely enjoyed it. It's very small episodes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes kind of a thing. So definitely check it out if you haven't. All right. Did the Yellow Jacket series? I have not heard that. Okay, I thought Nona took a break to get... No, man. Dude, I'm just 25. Out of context, but do you play single player games? No. I don't play single player games. Not a big fan of those. I like to play either like someone else is playing it and I'm just gonna sit with him and just see what's happening. Otherwise, I have mostly tried like playing multiplayer, like CS:GO, Call of Duty, Fortnite. I was into Fortnite a lot, but then the YouTube with the making videos and all that, so much work that you don't get time to do that. Did you watch the Yellow Jacket series? No, never heard about it. The first time someone told me about this. What is that? But yeah, games. No time to play games here. I would love to some games, like I've heard their stories so good, but I would like to watch them for the story only, not play them. I'm not like a gamer kind of a person. Any update about the Fair Film Awards? It's FAIR, not FARE. Next weekend you can expect the winners announcement. Planning to watch Travel 5? Yes, I am planning to watch it. Did you watch Wednesday? The Netflix series? No. Not my cup of tea. Yeah, I said the right thing, right? Yeah. But yeah, not my thing. Trial by Fire I want to watch. What else do I want to watch? I have made a list here. I want to watch all the films nominated for Oscars. I'm planning to watch Wade, the Marathi film. Hearing a lot of cool stuff, and I also want to watch the original Majli and compare them. Let's see what's the difference. Then Elephant Whispers I want to watch. Mukundan Unni I want to watch, and yeah, that's most of the stuff. Planning for Feb, that's my plan. Nowadays, single player games be having very high quality storyline like Red Dead. Yeah, Red Dead I've heard. Last of Us. Last of Us, I'm not a fan. Like someone cut out all the, what do you call them? In-game like moments where the show is at animation film kind of a thing. Cut scenes, right? All the cut scenes, and they made a short episodes out of them and put it on YouTube. I did tried watching them, but some moments, they start playing. There's the character walking and talking, so I'm not a big fan of that. So I'll definitely check out the series. But Red Dead, yes, I've heard a lot of amazing stuff about that. But yeah, man, don't have time to put all of that, into it. Have you played Last of Us game, or are you going to straight away? I'm going to straight away watch the series. I think I answered that in previous answer only. All right, let's get back. So guys, let's wrap it up. Last 5 minutes. Let's just talk a bit. Let me know what are you guys up to. What to do in Feb. A lot of cool stuff happening in Feb. A lot of films are coming out. I'll just check my planner. The Furzies show is coming out on 10th. We'll definitely check it out. It's Raj and DK, and then of course Vijay Sethupathi and Shahid. Then 17th, a lot of things are coming out. Shahzada is coming out. Ant-Man, the Night Manager series. Circus is coming out on OTT. I'm gonna check it out. Yes, Telepathy 7 reveal. I'm gonna check out after this. Then 24th, Selfie is coming out, the remake of Driving License, and I'm sure most of Selfie trailer I saw, guys. Most trailers which came out in Jan and all I saw, so don't expect a reaction to those. But yeah, that was mostly it. Red Dead 2 is a Rockstar game though. Do play it if you ever get time. I never played GTA 5 also. Like, I would love to, but again, GTA 5 I never finished. Like, in my childhood I tried playing Vice City when I didn't know their cheat codes exist. I tried playing that and I got stuck in that helicopter. You have to drop those, the remote control helicopter, drop the bombs. I would never complete that. I've stuck there. Then again, and other missions also I got stuck because I didn't know cheat codes. And then later, some years later, I learned that they are cheat codes. Then I got stuck there in that helicopter mission. But other missions I completed at the end, only that was left. And without completing that, I couldn't move on. So again, it was left. Never played San Andreas. Just had some few fun around the city. GTA 5 I never played, so GTA 5 is something I wanted to play, but okay. Most realistic game. Yeah, gaming is such, again, it's so time consuming, right? Like, I can either do this, watch movies, series, or I play games. There's no, doing both. GTA 4 instead, if you need a great dark story, it gets very, very dark, most mature GTA. Okay. Like, now I have such a good, actually a gaming laptop only I have with 3060 Ti. I'm sure even I never played any game on this laptop. So yeah, never got a chance to play any games on this. Telepathy 37 reaction live. I don't know, man, if I can do it live. Let me check. Live will be hard, guys. Best is I can record later and put it out tomorrow for you all to watch on the other channel. Because right now I don't have the right setup to do it live. But yeah, guys, that was my January. Hoping to get back into the groove. A lot of videos to come. Planning is on the way. Shower teaser. I don't know, motion teaser. Yeah, what will be there? Better wait for a teaser or trailer. But yeah, definitely look out for the awards. A lot of things coming ahead in your way. And so again, if you enjoy, do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.